Morning guys, Houls here from Houls Fitness. Just touching on a couple of things, cardio and weight loss. A lot of people, you may be experiencing a plateau that you've hit, but you're doing all kinds of cardio, you're eating less, and you're thinking, well, why aren't I losing weight? Reason being is you've gone into a metabolic crash. Your body's trying to adapt and store what you're currently putting into it. So if you've dropped your calories right down, and I'm guessing sometimes you go to the extreme, so I'm guessing you'll probably drop down to around anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500, maybe even less. A lot of people seem to just drop down to around the 500 to 1,000 mark, and this is crazy. And they've upped their cardio, 500%. So they're going 5, 6, 7 times a week, and they're running their heart out for up to an hour. And if you're finding yourself in this situation where you can't seem to lose any more weight, or you don't seem to be, nothing shifting, and you're staying the same, what I would suggest is, and a lot of people, this is more mental than anything, because a lot of people get scared when they get told this. You're going to have to stop everything, because you need to reset your metabolism. I know that's the scariest thing you can hear, because you think you're going to get put on weight again and you're going to get fat. Reality is, if you don't, you'll continue to burn through your muscle. Now, your muscle will be the first thing to go if you're not giving your body what it needs. So after your carbs and fats, your proteins is your other macronutrient, but fat won't go until your body has expended the easiest things it can, which is your carbohydrates and your proteins. But that's why, if your proteins are what they should be, then your muscle loss is at a very minimum, as opposed to if you're not getting enough protein, the first thing that's going to go is your own body muscle that you've already got, and you become catabolic, which means you just start to break down. And when you're in a caloric deficit, your body will go for the easiest thing to take out. So if you're not getting it, if you're not putting enough food in, it's going to take what it's already got, and unfortunately that's muscle, leaving you looking skinny fat. So if you find yourself in this situation, stop doing what you're doing. You're going to have to readjust your food. You need to actually find out what your body needs. Now, I've done videos on this before. You can go and find what your BMR is, and then your active metabolic rate. So your BMR is what you need just to sustain on a daily basis without doing any added exercise or activity. And then after that, put in your activity level, and you'll find what your active metabolic rate is. So that'll be what you consume and what you need to consume on a daily basis. Now, because you've gone into a metabolic crash, you will need to eat up to your maintenance level for a period of time. Now, you will put on weight. I'm sorry, but this is what you've done to your body. You can't expect to keep losing weight, and you can't expect to keep seeing gains or anything, or even this goes the same for muscle. If you're looking to build muscle as well, if you're not putting the right food, the amount of food into your body to feed the activity level that you're doing, you're just going to be eating what you've already got, and your body will store it like a bear does for winter. You've fed up, you've eaten up to what you need, and now all you're doing is living off that. You're not getting any extra sustenance in your body, so you have to stop what you're doing and then eat up to your maintenance level. And you need to do that for around 4 to 6, maybe even 8 weeks. So and you will put on weight, I'm sorry, but a lot of the times it will be water retention, because your body will be holding on to the food, saying, I'm not going to let go of this. So if you find yourself in this position and you're not losing weight, you're going to have to stop doing what you're doing, drop the cardio down 80%, and I would only be doing cardio once or twice a week. This is just for 4 to 6 to possibly 8 weeks. But you need to build your metabolism back up because you've killed it. You've killed your metabolism by increasing your cardio to max percent. You know, you've decreased your food to the lowest it can be. I never suggest lowering your food. Find out what you need on a daily basis. Go and look up your BMR calculators. Look up your AMR calculators and find out what your calories are needed on a daily basis. Eat accordingly. I can't stress this enough. Eat what your body needs. If you don't, you will look skinny fat because your body will eat your muscle. So, if you find yourself in this position, stop what you're doing, reduce your cardio output, reduce it right down to 1-2 days max. This is for up to 12 weeks. It'll all depend on this. You eating up to your BMR or your maintenance level, which is basically your daily job. Forget the cardio, but your daily job, and just maintaining what you would normally on a daily basis. So you can look up a BMR calculator and you need to eat towards that. Now you need to do that for up to 6 to 8 weeks, because what will happen is your weight will go up, not dramatically, but it will go up. And then after probably about 6 to 8 weeks, you'll start to see this. You'll start to plateau, and which means you won't be gaining any more weight, but this is where your body will be like, all right, yes, I finally got enough food in me to be able to sustain my current level of weight. This is when you can reduce back your calories 20% of your BMR, of your active metabolic rate. So whatever you are actively, so generally for someone who's active, an average woman would be around the 2003, 2005 mark, max, usually, depending on your activity level. If you're pretty active, it'll be around 2,500. So you want to drop it down to about 2,000. And then you'll start to decrease. Don't increase your cardio. Just decrease your calories just a tad. And you'll come down to about 2,000 to 2,200 calories. And then what you want to do, and then you'll start to see a decline in weight loss. This is obviously if you're going for weight loss. So then after that, you'll probably hit a plateau again. This is when you can increase your cardio. Increase it by 1 or 2 sessions. Don't go flat out. You know, keep it at steady state cardio. So just doing walking or light jogging for half an hour. You know, don't go doing an hour of running or doing high intensity interval training for, you know, an hour or even 30 minutes 5 times a week. You know, you only need to do that once or twice a week to start off with. Because what you want to effectively do is, if you increase your cardio to 7 days a week, you've got nowhere to go. So you're going to find yourself hitting another plateau. So you want to start with the minimum cardio possible, and juggling around your calories at the end of this. But if you do find yourself that you hit a plateau, check to see if you're getting the right food in you for your current body weight and activity level. Chances are you're not. So you're just eating what you've already got, which, like I said, is your muscle. And what you want to do is decrease your cardio output, and just for a period of time, it's going to be mentally challenging more than anything. And I know how hard that can be for some people, but it's what you've got to do if you want to reach your goals. If you want to get the physique you want, or even, you know, a lot of girls want to tone up, this is what you have to do. If you're finding yourself in a position where you just hit a plateau and you're not seeing any, and you're still looking skinny fat, this is what's happening to you. This is why. So keep that in mind. Any questions, comments, leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe and share. All right, guys. Just under 7 weeks out. Just about to get in and do a shoulder session. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. Any questions or comments, don't forget. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.